Welcome. Thank you, Father, for the day. And welcome, audience, our incredible audience. We are in for a treat. Today, we get to have a conversation with I'm going to say, lovely in and out, Madison Tufts. I call her Maddie. We know one another because one of my precious kiddos and Maddie are the dearest of friends. And Maddie is an entrepreneur and has always had that entrepreneurial spirit. Ever since I first met her when she was in high school, she is a business owner and she is the founder of what is called Steer, this incredible affiliate marketing company that I know, regardless of our ages, this is something we all need to know about. Welcome, Maddie.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here, and it's so fun getting to do this with you.
Oh my gosh, it's such a treat. So, Maddie, tell us a little bit about Steer. You know, a lot of our audience, um, many are entrepreneurs and business owners. And if I understand Steer correctly, this is kind of becoming an affiliate of the places and things that you're using and going to and all the things, correct?
Exactly, exactly. So our bread and butter is influencer marketing through affiliate linking, through affiliate promo codes. We also do flat rate collabs, gifting, and so on. And so service brands, and I say service brands, so like anything that you can kind of experience in hospitality, health and wellness, live events, can partner with influencers to drive sales. And so the way that it works is, let's say that I'm an influencer and I post my favorite workout class at Barry's Boot Camp, and I link to the booking page. And let's say that you are going through my Instagram story or reel or TikTok, and you click on that link and you make that purchase. Maybe it's now at the time, maybe it's 30 days later. And you make the sale, I then get the credit for bringing in that sale and then get commission from the class that you booked.
And I would think that in this example, it's berries, and I know a lot of people, love berries. Um, they're thrilled for these partnerships, correct?
Oh, absolutely. I think, we're not like reinventing the wheel totally here. It's putting tools to word of mouth marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can actually see what the return is on working with an influencer is. So it's very performance based.
And also very cool for the influencer. And you work with micro influencers, which is a thing now, up
Yes,
to these millions, influencers that have millions and millions of followers, correct?
correct. Yeah. Yeah. You can be at any stage. We kind of say that anyone can be a creator these days. And brands are looking for creators of all different sizes. It's funny because smaller creators actually have better conversion because it's just a trusted community. They're just shown off more. So, it really doesn't matter the size sometimes.
It really doesn't. And this wonderful business, it's actually good for let's say a stay-at-home mom, for example. I mean, isn't this fabulous for
Oh,
that
absolutely.
group?
Totally. And I think too, when you're sharing your itinerary to maybe the places that you travel, or say you have kids and you're constantly wondering where to bring your kids, say in Houston or wherever, as long as you can inspire people of where to go and it's an experience, they can be on Steer and we can track it.
And the other thing about that, Maddie, is people, it's like, okay, well, okay, how do I do this? And what do you do? They come to Steer, they come to you and to your team, and literally the places that they believe that they really want to support, you have set up a way for them to apply to be an affiliate marketer, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So we can work with even beyond creators, but also like publications. Let's say the New York Times wanted to show their favorite workout classes in New York City. Well, then they could link to those classes, and the New York Times now can generate commission from any sales that they drive to that workout class.
Incredible. So you're saying individuals, businesses,
Mhm.
this is really, I find it fascinating. I find it important, and it seems like a win-win.
Absolutely. That's why we like performance marketing. I mean, you get out of it what you put in. So for influencers, you're going to drive more sales the more you post about it. And on the brand side, they're only paying for the sales that go through. So it's a little bit more fair of a way instead of trying to figure out what is the appropriate rate to pay this influencer to do, this deliverable. And there's no way to track that either. So we give it away. We're in a day where data is, oil. And so the brands want as much data as possible to better understand not only what's driving sales, but who their customers are, what the demographic is, and how to better market to potential customers.
Incredible. So if when someone joins Steer, you have support for them to walk them through this process. They're not like, okay, I'm gonna join Steer. Now what do I do? I was doing a little snooping around and it seemed like you have incredible tools to support this new way of becoming an affiliate marketer.
Absolutely. And I think, there's some confusion even on the creator side and as well as the brands. And so we're there to help from start to finish to you're setting up your first campaign to applying to your first campaign. And we're learning alongside because this exists for product brands, but this doesn't exist for those service, more experiential brands. So we do a very tight handholding process. We love to get feedback on what's working, what isn't, what they are anticipating, and any pain points that the brands might have, as well as the influencers. And that's how we can continue to iterate on the perfect product.
Amazing. What would you say? I'm 110 and you're this new, incredible young professional. For those of us that, have chosen to continue to work and to grow and this influencer world and all of the social media, I have a couple of questions. Number one is, it's my belief that social media needs to become a tool for all of us of all ages, regardless of the rap it's getting. I mean, it's up to us to create a positive experience on social media. Do you agree with that?
I definitely think that's the case. I think a lot the times are changing, things are moving fast, especially with the implementation of AI. But I think with that comes great responsibility. And I think as a community, we are staying on top of, what we need to do to regulate social media from becoming a dark place because it's very possible. But, I think there's a lot of light that could come from it. And I think what my favorite part of us doing is that we're actually sharing experiences. We're getting people out of their homes to go try new things. Maybe that, helps them go to a workout class where they meet their new friend group, or they go travel to a new place and they meet their husband, or, experience different cultures. So I think the intersect of where Steer lies within social media is just really promoting people just to get up and go start moving, getting around, seeing new things, doing new things.
I love that because it's the truth. We've become, and if we're not careful, it can become more and more so isolated.
Yeah.
We're having this wonderful interaction and I'm so grateful for it. It's unbelievable. However, I would like more for us to be sitting by my fireplace,
Yeah,
or eating and taking a walk and having the best coffee in the world or the best workout class. I
absolutely.
love that you are promoting interaction,
Totally.
like real life interaction and experiences. And you bring up AI, you know, I also believe that we need to embrace and use it as a tool because bottom line, it's here.
Here.
Everybody that has a computer is going to be using it or dealing with it in some way, correct? You agree?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of ways you can use it to your advantage. I think in the consumer economy, it's, AI understanding what you like, what you're interested in, so that it can give you recommendations that suit you. So I could go down a rabbit hole and explain why I love AI, but I'll leave it at that for the consumer sake.
Well, let me ask you this, Maddie. Where do you see, because I see steer as global.
Yes. Yeah.
And so this is a global opportunity for people, individuals, companies. If you have one brand that you want people to know about, it's really, I find it fascinating. What you've done is you've taken what was already going on and allowed it to serve everyone well, correct?
Totally. Yep.
And tell me about your team. Are y'all all in one place or are you global?
Yes, so we are all based in New York City, and I really do believe in the in-person connection. As we grow the team, we definitely want everyone in New York City. I also think, New York's a great place. You have some of the most, top tier talent, all of the best brands, and everyone. It's just like it's a hustle culture. So we're all in New York, and it's four of us. It's me and my co-founder, and then right now we have two interns, one on the engineering side, and then another one on the social media and marketing side.
Wow, nothing like teamwork.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
really hard.
it's just the truth. Well, tell us, Maddie, what would you share as this brilliant young professional? What would you share with entrepreneurs and business people of all ages as we are so in touch now with this influencer, affiliate, and AI world? What is your advice for all of us of all ages on how to grasp and get our arms around all of this?
Yeah, I think from the perspective of marketing, I think that using influencers or creators of all sorts is inevitable. And I think that, like, with time that will evolve, but I think that everyone has to be working with them in some sort of capacity because it's how you get in front of consumers today of all generations. Everyone's constantly on their phones, unfortunately, and people are always using, things like TikTok or Instagram as search engines now to look up stuff like what's the best restaurant in New York City. I always do that when I'm, in a different neighborhood, or best Pilates classes. And it's easier to watch than to read. And with our
Yeah.
squirrel brained society these days, it's easy to understand. You can do it on the go, and it's just the way that our world is shaping out for right now for marketing. So I don't foresee that changing for a while.
That's incredible. And you said something that's important. So anyone fortunate to be part of Steer, you do help them in with their marketing in order to reach the correct and more audiences, correct?
Right. Yes. Yeah. We always try to help them understand like which type of influencers they should be working with, what the campaigns would look like, and try to get them off the ground.
It's incredible, Maddie. I so appreciate it. And on a, you know, personal level, it almost seems like this is going to help people balance into this holistic sharing, if you will, with social media,
Totally.
because you're incorporating the business with the personal. And I love it. You said our scrolling brains, because that's what
Yeah.
we have. Is that what it's become?
I mean, it is in ways. I have timers on my social media, but it's a pain when I need to bypass the timer for work, and actually use it to check on something. But
Oh,
I think it's here to stay for sure, and I'm intrigued to see the tools that continue to come up.
I love that, Maddie. Well, audience, I know y'all appreciate her input. There's nothing like these fresh, brilliant minds. And of course, all the links are there to be able to get in touch with Maddie, to follow up, to learn more about Steer. And if you are interested in affiliate marketing, you need to check this out because it's your everyday life that you build your business upon. And
Totally.
and Maddie and her team, I just so congratulate you and your co-founder and your
Thank
team,
you.
Maddie. Any final words before we sign off, precious child?
Gosh, thank you for having me. I love your entrepreneurial spirit too with doing this podcast, and it's so amazing to be able to do this together.
I'm so appreciative. As always, thank you, audience. Thank you, Maddie. I can't wait to get an update on you and the company in the next few months. And always thank you, Father, and hook 'em.
Okay.